Hello, viewers. So, when Nigerians keep saying that this administration just went out to pack people with criminal record and people who are ready to embezzle the nation's money to make ministers, it is actually not a joke, as Tinubu himself has suspended his humanitarian minister over the 44 billion naira fraud. And many people have been reacting to this because people are saying that it is actually not something that Tinubu wants to do, but because she has said that she's going to expose many of them that are actually involved in the crime, they have gone ahead to suspend her. Also, Jackson Ude, who is actually a political analyst on X, has revealed that the suspension was actually because she was actually opening up and she was pointing at Femi Bajabiamila, who is actually Tinubu's chief of staff. Also, it has also been revealed that Tinubu's Minister of Interior, Olubimi Tunju Ojo, is also part of the team, as his company got over 438 million naira from the money that was actually stolen by Betta Edu. And also, Peter Obi is once again in the news because he went to Ghana to actually speak to the young people, to students in the nation, but powers that be and evil politicians stopped the meeting from happening. I'll be giving us details on this and more. But before we go fully into it, I would like us to please do well to like this video and please do well to subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe, so you get updates whenever we post a new video. See the way People's Gazette reported Tinubu's suspension of his minister. They said, just in, Tinubu suspends Betta Edu over humanitarian fund scandal. So this is what the president has gone ahead to do. He has suspended Betta Edu. And then Jackson Ude, who is actually a political analyst and an obedient on social media, has actually revealed that Tinubu suspended her because she was already pointing hands to those involved in the crime. See what he wrote on his official X handle. He said, Bola Tinubu has asked Betta Edu to resign as she threatens to expose all. Bola Tinubu has asked Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation Minister Betta Edu to resign, according to an Aso Rock insider. Edu, who did not find the directive palatable, has started blackmailing the government, claiming she gave money to the Chief of Staff Femi Bajabiamila and others in the presidency from her ministry, and she cannot be treated as an outsider. She also claimed that if the president was not subjected to an investigation by the APC when he was accused of certificate forgery and drug crimes in the US ahead of the 2023 presidential elections, why should she be investigated and now asked to resign? She is currently using Bajabiamila, Olubimi Tunji Ojo, and few persons close to the president to lobby for soft landing. So this is what Jackson Ude revealed, that she is actually claiming that she cannot be suspended because we all know what President Bola Tinubu did. We all know how he forged his certificate. We all know how he was actually involved in narcotics trading in Chicago. Yet, they allowed him to actually come out and be the president of Nigeria. So she is saying that her own case will not be different. Why would they be accusing her and even suspending her where there are others who are still criminals in Tinubu's cabinet? And this is actually what Nigerians have been saying. We all know that this particular administration is actually filled with criminals. These people are actually out there to steal from Nigerians, and we know that this is actually coming, and Tinubu is actually suspending her because Nigerians are demanding for it and Nigerians are putting their eyes on it. That's why this suspension is coming at this point in time. Reacting to this on X, this person here said, Riga, Narco chief and forger suspends launderer, says integrity and the likes are the reason. Wow, wow, wow. Indeed, it's surprising you are suspending someone when we all know that this is actually what you all do there. There's nothing you are doing. from the president to the ministers, all of them are the same. And Nigerians were actually saying this when he was actually appointing all his ministers. People that you don't need, you are bringing them on board. And we saw clearly that all what you people want to do is to steal from Nigeria. And now you are using her, you are suspending her when we know that others are still involved in something like this. Another person here also reacted and said there was a country. Chinua Achebe was right. Nigeria entered one chance. I am glad that the Igbos are calling her out with one voice. Most of the Rondos can learn from it. This person here also reacted and said she should please expose all. Let's hit the ground running. And that's it. She should not keep quiet, just like Emefiele has been keeping quiet, but should go ahead to expose all of them. Let's see what he's going to do. Because what we are seeing now is that they just want to use her and dump her when we know all of them are actually criminals and do the same thing. This person here also reacted and said, that's the mentality triggering such behavior. Since my masters are all thieves, why should I be treated differently? Are we not all thieves? Truth is, when you are working under a thief, stealing becomes a right. And this is it. All of them are actually thieves just because her own came to light, and see the way they are treating her. That's why she's actually dragging and saying that she's going to expose all of them. Also, this person here said, my dearest dream is to see APC scattered from within, and disgrace must be televised. This person here also reacted and said, I knew it will come to this. She will never learn from Emefiele case. They want to use her and dump her. She should have not accepted this stealing in the first place. This person here also reacted and said, sacrificial lamb to pretend you are anti-corruption. All the money una don borrow finish in 8 months and nothing to show for it. Where is the suspension of those ministers? And this is it. This person is actually saying the truth. You are suspending her at this point in time so that Nigerians will applaud you, so that Nigerians will think you are working, that even though she's your minister, you went ahead to suspend her. But we actually know the truth, that people are just using her as the sacrificial lamb, because at the end of the day, she's not the only minister who is corrupt. And like he just pointed out, they have been borrowing money, yet we have not seen what the ministers are doing with the money. Also, this person here reacted and said they just use her as a scapegoat. There's an agenda behind this whole drama that led to her removal. Meanwhile, why do they always target the female ministers and directors all the time? Scapegoat, this person here said, Tinubu that gave senators and reps trailer loads of rice to be shared in their constituencies and kept silent on it, only to announce 50% transport fare reduction. They always give room for corruption because they are actually corrupt. Now, they have not said anything about this one. We don't know what they have even done with the trailer loads of rice, with the money, everything they gave to people, even to governors, to share to their states when they remove fuel subsidy. Yet you are coming after her because Nigerians are on this case. And this is actually something that every one of us, we are aware of, the fact that this administration is just filled with criminals who have nothing to offer to the people. Another person here also reacted and said, but when corrupt suspends corrupt, the story can never change. You emerge through the corrupt INEC and being confirmed by the corrupt judiciary. And that's it. You are trying to come out clean to Nigerians when everybody know the truth. You are also corrupt. That's why you actually appointed her in the first place. This person here also reacted and said he had no choice. If this woman opens up, Bat himself is guilty. This is hogwash. It will amount to nothing. This propaganda government has nothing to offer Nigerians. Tinubu should step down for Peter Obi to steer this country to greater prosperity, this person here said. And we all know that this is actually nothing but the truth, that indeed this administration have nothing to offer to the people. We've seen it throughout close to a year now that have been in power. Nothing to offer to Nigerians. Another person here also reacted and said, this is just sensational and window dressing. Nobody should believe anything coming out from this illegitimate rogue government. Darkness can never chase out darkness. And this is it indeed. Darkness can never chase out darkness. We all know how you came into power. We all know your story. We all know your history. Chicago State University. We all know how you push drugs in Chicago, and now you are coming to remove someone when we know that all of you, that's what you always do. You are the father of looters. You always borrow money to spend on yourself and your administration, and now you are suspending her, expecting Nigerians to clap for you and to believe in your administration that you are working. Another person here also reacted and said, a criminal suspending his apprentice to save his own criminally tarnished drug image. That's what Tinubu did. As expected, now who them catch be thief. And this is it indeed. Now who they catch be thief, because she is now in the limelight and Tinubu wants to actually save his image. That's why she's now the scapegoat and has been suspended. And like Betta Edu said, that she's actually not the only one involved in the looting, and she has actually pointed hands to people like Femi Bajabiamila, who is actually Tinubu's chief of staff, and also Olubumi Tunji Ojo, who is actually Tinubu's interior minister. Sahara Reporters has actually released a report that shows how the minister's company actually got 438 million as consultancy fee from Betta Edu. See the way they reported it. They said how company owned by Tinubu's interior minister Olubimi Tunji Ojo got 438 million naira as consultancy fees from suspended counterpart Betta Edu. A company owned by the Minister of Interior Olubimi Tunji Ojo was paid a total amount of 438.1 million naira by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation under Betta Edu for consultancy services, Sahara Reporters has gathered. The company, New Planet Project Limited, was one of the numerous consultants awarded contracts from 3 billion naira given out by the suspended minister for the National Social Register contract. The Social Register was created for cash transfers and other social investment programs. In a document posted by the editor of a media platform, Point Blank News, Jackson Ode, Tunji Ojo's New Planet Project Limited was initially paid 279 million naira for verification of the list and another 159 million naira for the same purpose. An independent check by Sahara Reporters revealed that the firm has the Interior Minister and his wife Abimbola as directors. So this is actually what is coming up now, that indeed Tinubu's Minister of Interior is actually part of the team that ate from the money that was stolen by Betta Edu. And this is actually one thing Nigerians keep saying. We all know that these people are actually a group of criminals that Tinubu brought together to work under his administration, knowing that they have nothing to offer to Nigerians, but they are out there to steal from innocent Nigerians. Just imagine, Betta Edu is actually the humanitarian minister, have no conscience, have no sympathy for the people, yet you are stealing from Nigerians, stealing from the money they are supposed to use to empower the people, when we have millions of people living in poverty in the nation. And also, Tunji Ojo, the Nigerians are actually believing that he is different. Just look at what is actually coming out. We know, and we keep saying this, that it is impossible for Tinubu to work with people who are not corrupt, because they will not be able to work with him knowing how corrupt he is, but because they are also corrupt, they will comfortably work with him. And we're actually seeing all of this coming to limelight. Reacting to the report from Sahara Reporters, this person here said an assemblage of criminals, past, current and future, indeed is actually an assemblage of criminals, people whose major aim is to eat and steal from the nation. This person here also reacted and said it seems to be getting really messy with this APC administration. Like I usually say, in the course of investigation, one finding usually leads to another findings. Please, whoever is in charge of this case should not leave any stone unturned. Every discovery should be reported so it can be analyzed with the law. Whoever is found wanting should pay the price as recommended by the law. We hope at the end of the day they will be able to do this and Tinubu will not be able to cover up all of them. That's what we are praying, that at the end of the day the right thing will be done. But even if the right thing is done with these ministers and they are sacked, we know that the president himself is a corrupt man. We know that he is actually out to steal from the nation. Also, this person here said, master strategies gather thieves, not talent. Indeed, he gathered thieves that will work with him. Also reacting to this person here said, you all thought Tinubu was not aware of all this stuff. Man has organized circle through which they are looting. Somehow this money will still go back to him. Another person here also reacted and said, the mess is getting bigger than expected. She may be ready to spill the beans and take more down. Will Mila be amongst the beneficiary? Time will tell. Indeed, time will tell, and we will know the root of all this. Looting under this administration is pro-mass compared to Buhari's government. Another person here said, why are Nigerians so corrupt? This person here said, why can't we just do the right thing? What sort of people are we? Who are we going to trust in this country? I weep for this country, Nigeria, my beloved country, the only country I can call my own. Indeed, we weep for Nigeria because our leaders are people who are corrupt and are not willing to change. Instead, anyone who comes into power is just concerned about himself, how they can loot and eat the nation's money for themselves and for their families. Also, this person here said, by the time this assembly of crooks finishes dealing with us, we will understand the deepest and truest meaning of there was a country. Indeed, this is actually not a lie because these people, they don't have any agenda for Nigeria. They are just out for themselves. Also, Peter Obi and other African leaders were meant to deliver a leadership training section in Ghana, but powers that be, as they say, cancelled the event without even letting the people know. They actually cancelled the event at the last minute, and many students had already converged from different places in the nation to come hear Peter Obi and other prominent African leaders speak. But the powers that be, the Nigerians and other people are speculating who could that be, have already cancelled the event. Watch this video of a Ghanaian student leader lamenting the cancellation of the event.
Peter Obi on a flyer, I will spend the last penny to be here. I stand here as the General Secretary of the over 12.5 million Ghanaian students of this country. To my knowledge, almost all student leaders in this country were invited to this convention. Why? They know this is a convention that will ignite the voices of Africa. They know this is a convention that we would have to listen to the other encroachments of other countries. I got here and I'm told that powers from above have stopped the program. I'm sad.
Just see the passion with which he spoke. Many people are actually tired of bad leaders, but we keep seeing them and they're actually stopping other leaders who have plans for Africa from moving forward. And that's actually what we have seen in our nation, Nigeria. Reacting to this on X, this person here said, the rest of Africa and indeed the world know that Peter Obi is a symbol of good governance, integrity, and strong pan-African leadership. This person here also reacted and said, with this democratic wave going through Africa, where Peter Obi, Julius Malema, Patrick Muluba, etc. are igniting the democratic spirit in the African youth. The corrupt system is afraid of the fire burning and bringing about positive change that will relegate the forces of corruption. Indeed, corrupt leaders in Africa are actually afraid, and that's why they are fighting. That's why they have gone ahead to actually cancel this conference in Ghana. Another person here also reacted and said, Tinubu hand dey for this thing wey happen. Our present set of leaders are the real problem of Africa. Why cancelling such an august occasion at the last minute? We all know why they don't want to hear the truth. Evil people, Africa youths are waking up. Indeed, African youths are actually waking up, and we are going to end all this corruption that is going on in the continent. Another person he also reacted and said they are afraid of the awakening of the youths, but this alone is also an awakening. Interesting days ahead. The powers that cancelled this conversion are afraid of something. See the pride with which they called Peter Obi and other names. See how they trooped out. Would they troop out like this for Bala Blue? This is actually one very interesting question, and we all know the answer that they cannot even troop out in their mass if it was to be Tinubu. Another person he also reacted and said, Peter Obi is now public enemy because of the light that comes with him. The guilty are afraid. I pray God give me grace to train my kids like this. Another person he also reacted and said, ECOWAS members handwork. And we know that Tinubu is one of the leaders of ECOWAS. Another person here also reacted and said, no matter how they try to dim the lights and cover the truth, the world will always hear and see it. Imagine a whole Ghanaian government cancelled a program where His Excellency Peter Obi was supposed to speak. What are they afraid of? One day, Africa will be free from its oppressors. Indeed, that's actually our prayers that one day Africa will be free, and indeed our nation, Nigeria, will be free from these criminals. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Please do also share your thoughts about the video in the comment section. Please do also like this video, and please do also subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe, so you will get updates whenever we post a new video.